Captain Cornelius Cartoon presents Cartoon Lagoon Cartoon Crew All-Star Cartoon Revue, starring Wet Willie Jones and Axelrod McGee, and special guest star Frankie Planky.
All hands on deck for Cartoon Revue.
Reporting for duty! Duty! Is this bothering you?
Initiating cartoon retrieval.
We've struck a cartoon!
Cartoon retrieval successful.
Hey, Axel.
What?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Maroon.
Maroon who?
Maroon needs to be cleaned. And it's time for another cartoon.
Your brain needs to be cleaned.
A Cartoon Lagoon original.
What have you done now? Why would you put a bathtub on wheels?
You think they'll fire us from our home remodeling job?
Hey! I'm a size 4.
These clash with my eye color.
This could not get any worse.
I am glad that's over.
Ah! At last, the doctors from Germany have arrived. Dr. Otto von Cheesebiscuit, Dr. Wolfgang Hassenpfeffer, welcome. Welcome to America.
Wait a minute, you think we're...
The most brilliant medical minds in the world? Of course I do. This way, doctors, your patient awaits.
Did you hear that, Bongo? He thinks we're doctors.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what that means?
Free tongue depressors.
Don't be ridiculous. It means cash and respect, but mostly cash.
Respect?
Of course. People respect doctors. And why wouldn't they? Doctors take a hypocritical oath. No bone is too broken to mend. No illness is too severe to cure. No bedpan is too full to empty. Trust in us. Put your faith in our healing touch. Lift your spirits and feel safe in our care. Open up and say, ah!
These are a little dry.
Doctors, please, there isn't a moment to lose. No, not that way. No, not that way either. It's up these... Stairs.
Woo! We're too late. Too late. Why? Why did this have to happen?
This is all your fault.
I didn't do nothing.
I'm the sick guy.
Okay.
Doctors, we gotta get this guy into the OR. Pronto!
Hear that? You're going to the OR. Hey, what's an OR?
Oh, that stands for operating room. Wait, are you guys even doctors?
No, but don't tell that guy.
Hey, these guys aren't doctors!
Shh! We gotta keep this guy quiet. Do something.
Aha! Just to be on the safe side. Voila! Now he won't say anything to anybody.
Great. There's just one small flaw in your plan. You see, without a patient, we don't have a job!
Well, I can't think of everything.
How is he? Is there any improvement?
He's resting!
Wow, he looks awful. If I didn't know that he was under the best possible care, I'd be concerned.
I'm so hungry.
Well, that's usually a good sign, but we have to monitor him very carefully. It's standard procedure when somebody has swallowed something explosive.
Standard procedure, because he swallowed something. Explosive! We gotta get down there before he explodes! To surgery!
Don't you need the patient?
Okay.
Cake delivery. Sign here.
Hey, Ray.
Excuse me.
To the elevator!
Out of order.
To the stairs.
Out of order.
That's okay, I'll take the next one. Boy, what they can make from marzipan.
Any sign of him?
Who are we looking for again?
Boys, surgery is this way.
Just giving the patient some air. It's the latest technique over in
Germany.
Okay.
What's he doing?
chewing on the guy's arm. Didn't you learn anything in medical school?
Hula dancing. Close enough.
Doctors and doctorates, our plan is to make an incision here, or here, possibly here, and enter through the entrance. This will bring us to the Abdullah oblongata and frittata what's it to you. These we will remove. And why not? He won't miss it.
We'll be out of here by lunch. Except for him. He's out of it already.
It's risky, but I like it.
Let's get started. Scalpel, swab, suture, bone saw,
Right away.
beaver,
There you go.
plunger,
There it is.
maple syrup,
Delicious.
toilet paper,
Need it.
goldfish, Zulu mask, fake plastic butt cheeks,
There you go.
a dinosaur wearing a nightgown holding an ice cream sundae.
Lord?
What have you done to the patient?
Well, tell the man.
It was that tall guy.
Kind of shortish.
Head like a strawberry.
Giant horns.
A tentacle.
And web feet.
I know just who you mean. Ted, you're fired.
Oh, man.
We need to find the patient.
Out of order.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Cake.
No, the patient. Stop that pastry.
Out of order.
What are you doing?
Nothing. What happened? I can walk.
Here's your bill.
Excuse me. There he goes. Do something. You're taking up too much room. Look at the keys. Look at the keys.
Oh, you gave us quite a scare.
Don't poke the man.
He's gonna blow.
You did it.
He's all right. He's gonna be okay.
Yum. Pineapple.
No, don't. Ah!
Good news. Elevator's fixed.
You know, I'm beginning to think those guys weren't real doctors.
I hope we don't get fired from our doctor jobs.
Guys, we've got to stop somewhere. I'm starving.
Cotton ball?
This Friday at 8, the teleporter turns into a copy machine on the deck of the dog ship. And at 9, the deadbeats dance the jig of death when Donovan's Sagnut bar goes missing. With special guest star Edith Vance. And at 10, it's a mad dash towards madness when Mozart's musical mojo goes missing on Get Mozart. It's a night of mysteries on CLS.
Hey, Axel.
What?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Colin.
Colin who?
Colin all hands on deck. It's time for another cartoon.